Don't judge me here. I'm messy. That's not exactly the most stable thing, but you know what? This is video number 1 or whatever. I'm not neat. I'm not clean. My garage is a mess. I'm lazy and I don't like cleaning. Worst case, can't use any of it. Best case, it works fine. Got it. Got something in my eye now. Oh boy. This might be a later me problem. I don't know where to put you guys. Put this back on here. Okay. Oh. Glue my hand together. Alright, so waiting on another project to dry. Thought might as well get doing something else. I got some wood. I got time. And I started thinking what I want to build. What I want to make. I don't really have anything that I need to make for the shop, aka my garage. But I know there's some holidays coming up, aka Easter. I like to make holiday things. I do reindeer. I do pumpkins. Other things. Anyway, so I do a bunch of different things for those. Like I said, reindeer. That's my biggest seller. And by seller, I mean those are the ones my wife likes the most. Then the pumpkins are fun. They're easy. But I have some called fence pickets. It's good treated lumber for things. I make some boxes, like planter boxes. Good for Mother's Day. But I was at the Hobby Lobby and I saw these buddies. And I was like, I like those. Took some pictures, didn't get any measurements. Because why would I? Why would I bring a tape measure? It kind of looks like this. It's a rabbit. Kind of start measuring out, see what I got here. If I can't, you know, make one. We're going to just dive on in, see what happens. All right, so I got an ear kind of traced out. I don't know. Just kind of going off the picture here. Got about 30 inches here right above the knot. So I can cut that off, copy it, maybe trace it on the next 30 inches and kind of go from there. Just kind of winging it. All right, so I got these ears here not cut out at all. I mean, I got one kind of traced here, but it's going to change and switch and it doesn't really matter. But biggest thing is, since it's a rabbit, they have a head too, right? So it's gonna, I don't know where my drawing's at, with a circle, but they gotta come together in the middle. So if they come together in the middle, they're gonna look like that. So it's gotta, I gotta find some sort of angle, right? So that they angle away from each other, but still are flat here, and they come together here. And I'm not no mathematical person, so I'm just gonna play around with it. I mean, there's no other way of doing it besides guessing. All right, so change of plans, because this was hard, and I kind of gave up. So what I'm doing, instead of making all these different pieces, why don't I just put the pieces together and then cut out the thing, right? Does that make sense? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And these feet here, they're in the back. You'll see it. So it's really just that. So I can trace it out here. Maybe cut it, then put it together. This is 6 feet. It's not 6. I'm only gonna make about 4.5. A 6-foot rabbit that's just too goddamn big. Maybe 4.5 is too big. I don't know. I'm going to trace this out and see if I like that. So, all right, I'm making this rabbit out of this wood. 4.5 feet, that's a lot. I really hate these pencils, like the carpentry pencil things. I mean, can you just make a pencil that works every time you try to use it? Ugh, just roughly drawing this out. I don't know what's gonna go where. Maybe I do 3, not 4. At the bottom, maybe? not bad. Next time, remind me to take better pictures of Hobby Lobby. Jesus. It's so hard to see. Bring it in here, see if you like what I got here. Alright. Can you really see what's going on here? Sorry, I just blow off the screen here so I can see what the hell I'm looking at. So that's the middle here. This is the old middle when I had 4, but the 3. There's the body, the head, the ears. Alright, lost my Sharpie. Don't know where it went. Oh, found it. Another thing you're gonna find me doing is just looking for random stuff that I just had. I mean, how do you lose a Sharpie that you just had? This is a pencil. Bring it back over. And you got the ear. Oh, no. Ear does not look right. I gotta come in a little bit more. But I think the head looks good. I use a bucket. I mean, can't beat that. Body, I have to push this side out a little bit more. Not sure what I was doing over here. But, I mean, that middle triangle, that looks pretty good. That's just... Alright, so I'm going to move that ear in a little bit. Just cut her down. Oh, okay. That's for my eye. Cut her in a little bit there. Alright, I think the body looks way better. Head looks fabulous. Ears look good too. So I'm going to find my Sharpie. So I'm going to just trace this up real quick with the Sharpie. And we're going to go from there. Alright. Funny. Not much else to say about it. I don't know how to cut it out. I'm kind of brainstorming ways. Might use the new bandsaw. Might use the old school jigsaw. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to just cut her out somehow, piece by piece. Got that all chopped down. I am going to use the new bandsaw. I had to do some maintenance on the miter saw. It got a little backed up when I was using it to cut it all up and got dust everywhere. So, gotta hook up the dust circulator and then we start getting cutting. The biggest issue or potential problem I can see happen is here. You can't tell, like when it comes into the neck on this one, it's pretty thin. It is thin. But this one, so this is gonna be 2 pieces. Not too thrilled about that. Didn't even think about it, I was just drawing it up, but I think that's the best way of doing it. For some reason, I honestly don't know if that's the best way of doing it or not. It doesn't really matter because it has to be done anyway. All right, so chopped off the ears. Got a rough outline for the new set. Bad news is went to go turn on my bandsaw and that happened. I don't even know what that is. Like the blade kind of fell off the wheels here and that was stuck up in the top corner up there. I don't know what that is. Rubber. I don't know. That does not sound good. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say the hell with it and move on. All right, we're back to the phone because the other one died, or memory, or something. I don't know. Got it all cut out. This one actually turned into 3 pieces. It is what it is. I got some sanding to do. I mean, gotta get the Sharpie pencil lines. Gotta clean up around the cut. I think it looks pretty good. Well, I'm gonna sand first. Then I'm gonna glue it all together. Put in clamps. Let it sit overnight. Trying to get this all glued up. I just realized I didn't put any glue on this. I just got it in here and practiced. Just gonna continue doing this. Get it all glued up. Okay, that's all clamped up. I mean, it took a lot. I mean, I just suck at it. I had it all figured out how to do it. Started gluing up, lost my mind, didn't have enough clamps, don't know how, because I have more than enough. I just don't know how to use them. I always forget about these guys because they're back over there by the hockey stick. So that was enjoyable. Yo, I can't find my pencils. I had so many pencils a while ago that I was upset about it. I couldn't get rid of them. Now, I can't find any of them. I got no pencils. No lead. No lead. I'm frustrated. It's been 10 minutes. Can't find nothing. What's that button do? Editor, tell me. I don't know. I paused it. I didn't know I could do that. Seriously, this is most of what I do in here. Because my Sharpie's gone too. Oh. Found him. I literally looked up. I don't know if you can see. Can you see him? Well, that's, you can see my head, my eyebrow. Stupid. So, I'm taking this out of the clamps. Put my clamps back. And I don't know if you remember me complaining about not being able to find a pencil. Can't get out of my own way. Alright, so this is out of the clamps. Sanded it all down with those back straps on there. Paint her up, call it good. So I'm going to these holes, spot holes so it doesn't split. Again, I can explain. I'm gonna drop it. There it is. It is that easy. All right, the new and improved Rabbit. Trim down those ears a little bit. I'm gonna be painting this white. Got that all set up. Just kind of dreading doing it because it's painting and it just sucks. All right, got the first coat, the only coat, on the back of the bunny. I'm just gonna let that dry and flip it over and do the front. It's pretty simple. When I was painting this rabbit before, I forgot to clean off my paintbrush. So it's just a solid thing now. I had to throw it away, and that's kind of upsetting because it was like $4. That hurts the soul. So I got the bunny done, got some ribbons for it, but it needs something else. And what goes great with Easter bunnies? Easter eggs. So that's what we're doing. We're making one. It's gonna look kind of like this pumpkin over here that I made for the Halloween, but it's gonna be a combination of this, that. So you'll see. All squared up here. Obviously, it's going to be cut out from this to some sort of egg shape. Oh yeah, these are just scraps, so they're not the same length or anything, which is fine. We can finish that. So it's just going to go probably follow something similar to this. Be wide at the bottom, like an egg. That kind of looks like an Easter egg, right? Oh. To the bandsaw. Oh, good news. This is all cut out. Bad news is I don't think I did a very good job of cutting it out. Well, maybe you won't be able to tell. All right, well, I'm going to glue this up. Well, sand her down first. Then glue it up, paint it, and we'll be done. It's pretty simple. That took 5 seconds. Just had to sand off the extra markings. All right, so now glue. CA glue. super glue. It glues the cap on it every time. Using my wood glue to glue this up, but also using CA glue to get it that quick bond so I don't have to wait for it to dry. Because a guy hates waiting for stuff. Oh, too much. I glued this to the table. So I got wood glue, CA, wood glue, CA, wood. It's hard to tell. Well, you can kind of see it there. Let's spray the activator on that edge. And you press, seal, hopefully it didn't dry. Oh God, this is not smart. Give her another. Zip these up. Oh, okay. Perfect. I'm going to let this dry just for a few minutes, not that long. Just enough time for it to. So I'm going to paint this whole thing white. Imagine that's the paint. Imagine that's it. It's that color now. Then I'm going to put some sort of something on it, like that. Template. Now I'm going to go. I'll probably have two templates. Probably one at the bottom, one at the bottom, or top, her. Then I'm going to spray paint just a few colors. Then I'm going to take them off, and it's going to be like an Easter egg. Be pretty. So I'm going to forget that those are there. That's something, right? All right, we've got this thing taped up. Now you just trace, and you have your template. I'm sure this is super exciting to watch. And there you are. Homemade template. Oh, perfect. Oh, cool. Let's go test this one out. Looks pretty bad. Oh well, I'm over it. I think this is, well, it's not dry, but it's good enough. Good enough. So now we got to decide. I got three colors here. I got blue. I got this cranberry. Oh, focus. And I got a orange. So let's just see what happens. Start with the orange. I should probably tape those down, huh? Because they're already coming up. It's good enough. Oh, you didn't even see any of that. Going with the orange first. Red? Now we'll do blue. Come on. Get out of here. Well, that is not really much of a spray as much as it's a gloopin. Never mind. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm losing my mind. Just hit the top with the orange again. And there you go. Here. So we'll let that dry. See what's up. Let's go check to see if this is dry. Okay. Perfect. Let's try for just a little bit longer. Then it's done. So, got the bunny, got the Easter egg all dolled up and looking pretty in front of the fireplace. I think they turned out pretty good. Got different bows. Got a carrot one and a green one, green and plaid. And I got this hay one. Not too shabby.